the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scripture in reference to the Vedic version. 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 8, 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritual activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name, and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sanga conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning?
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Preethi Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preethi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dhanavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji. Go ahead, Mataji.
No, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji. My humble obeisances to you and all assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Parampala Shama Devi Dasi from Bhakti, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Parampara Shama Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Nala.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vandana Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Vaishnava devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vandana Mataji. Please accept my pranam. My pranam to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Gurudev. This is Sushmita from Mississauga, Canada.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Is anybody else would like to introduce themselves? Can we start recording, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Welcoming all of you to the Bhakti Sanga conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Yugal Preethi Mataji. Mataji is going to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7th Canto, 9th chapter, verse number 28. Before diving to the call, I will hand out the call to Sureshwar Shyam Prabhu to give brief introduction of Mataji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, take
Hare
out the
Krishna
call.
Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Here is a brief introduction about Mataji. Her Grace Yugal Preethi Devi Dasi is a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Mataji lives in Charlotte with her husband, His Grace Nadia Bihari Das, and they have got initiated in 2014. After initiation, they have moved to Mayapur Dham. They have two kids, Jayant and Samarth, and they have learned in Mayapur Gurukul. And Mataji does Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav and many other courses. Now they have moved to Charlotte with their kids for their higher education. With that, Mataji, back to you. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for coming in to the Bhakti Sangha conference call and giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you so much, Mataji. I'll hand out the call to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji's Pranam Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for having me today, Mataji, here. Is my audio
Yes, Mataji. It's good, Mataji.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to be in the association of all Vaishnavas, Mataji, here today. Thank you for giving this opportunity. So, it is said in the Shastra, those who has knowledge speaks, but those who has wisdom, they listen. So it is not because I'm speaking, I have anything great to share or anything. You all are very great Vaishnavas, very sincerely serving Srimad Bhagavatam. I came here in your association to learn from you and seeking your blessings so that I can attempt to serve Srimad Bhagavatam in the midst of Vaishnava Sanga. Hare Krishna. I am kind of new to the format here. So I'm not. Yeah, you can always guide me.
Yeah, Mataji, you can start the invocation prayers and we can share the screen with the verse.
Okay, Mataji. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. There was some small technical difficulty. So is the screen visible now?
Yes, yes, Mataji, we can see your screen.
Thank you so much. So now let's us offer our respectful obeisances to our Guru Parampala. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vatsadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So today's verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 9th chapter, 28th verse. Evam janam nipatitam prabhavaihi kupe Kama bikamam anuyah prapatan prasangat Krutvatmashat surasina bhagavan grihita Soham katam nu vishrije tava brityu sevam. The word-to-word translation. Evam, thus, janam, people in general, nipatim, fallen, prabhava of material existence, ahikupe, in a blind well full of snakes, kama, adhika, abhikamam, desiring the sense objects, anu, following, yeh, the person who, prapatan, falling down in this condition, prasangat, because of bad association in or increased association with material desires, kritva, atmasat, causing me to acquire spiritual qualities like himself, Sri Narada, Sura Rishina, by the great saintly persons, Narada, Bhagavan, O my Lord, Grihita, accepted, Sa, that person, Aham, I, Katam, how, Nu, indeed, Vishrije, can give up, Tava, your, Brityu Sevam, the service of your pure devotee. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. My dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, because of my association with material desires, one after another, I was gradually falling into a blind well full of snakes, following the general populace. But your servant Narada Muni kindly accepted me as his disciple and instructed me how to achieve this transcendental position. Therefore, my first duty is to serve him. How could I leave his service? Purport. As will be seen in later verses, even though Prahlad Maharaj was directly offered all the benedictions he might have desired, he refused to accept such offerings from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. On the contrary, he asked the Lord to engage him in the service of his servant Narada Muni. This is the symptoms of a pure devotee. One should serve the spiritual master first. It is not that one should bypass the spiritual master and desire to serve the Supreme Lord. This is not the principle of Vaishnava. Narottama Das Thakura says, Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sane Vasa Janame Haye E Abhilasa. One should not be anxious to offer direct service to the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised that one becomes a servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasanudasa. This is the process of approaching the Supreme Lord. The first service should be rendered to the spiritual master so that by his mercy, one can approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead to render service. While teaching Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Bija. One can achieve the seed of devotional service by the mercy of the Guru, the spiritual master, and then by the mercy of Krishna. This is the secret of success. First, one should try to please the spiritual master, and then one should attempt to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura also says, Yasha Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado. One should not attempt to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by concoction. One must first be prepared to serve the spiritual master, and when one is qualified, he is automatically offered the platform of direct service to the Lord. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaja proposed that he engaged in the service of Narada Muni. He never proposed that he engaged directly in the service of the Lord. This is the right conclusion. Therefore, he said, Soham katam nu vrishje tava bhrutya sevam. How can I give up the service of my spiritual master who has favored me in such a way that I am now able to see you face to face? Prahlad Maharaja prayed to the Lord that he might continue to engage in the service of his spiritual master Narada Muni. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. What a beautiful verse, right? So it is like so condensed. It is one of the verse glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam, why it is called Amala Purana, spotless Purana. So when I heard about this verse, I was just contemplating how beautiful this verse is. By Krishna's arrangement, this verse was allotted to me to serve. But I was like, as I'm studying this verse, I was like understanding how beautiful this verse, because it is like complete verse, because it is explaining the problem that we all are facing every day in our life. At the same time, it is giving the solution also within the same verse, the solution for the problem that we are facing. So we are going to discuss on that. So before that, we will go to the background of what is happening. So this is the seventh canto. Obviously, this is the section of Prahlad Maharaj, the most exalted devotee. So we have seen his appearance and his exalted devotional qualities, then how it agitated his father Hiranyakashipu, then after the conversations among them, how Lord Narsingadev appeared to protect his disciple Bhakta Prahlad, and then he mercifully liberated his father Hiranyakashipu. After that, Prahlad Maharaj is offering his prayers to Lord Narsingadev. So Lord Narsingadev was so much pleased with Prahlad Maharaj, and he's willing to give any benediction that Prahlad Maharaj wanted. He can become the conqueror of the entire three worlds, or he can live eternally, or he can have all the opulences in the world to enjoy, or anything else. That all the benedictions are available at his doorstep for him to accept. But what Prahlad Maharaj is doing? Prahlad Maharaj, being a Mahajana, the greatest devotee, so he's exhibiting the exalted behavior. He's being so humble, even though he is not, but he's telling himself. The whole narration is like that. He's summarizing. Who am I? I took a birth in a Daitya family, in a demoniac family. My birth is not so great. I was born in a demoniac family. And who are the people I was associating with? I was associating with my father, like Hiranyakashipu and his associates. Who are they? Are they great people? No, they are completely carried away by mode of passion and ignorance. So their activities are like cruel. So these are the people I was associating with, and my birth was like this. And so there is no qualification for me to receive your mercy, which is very rare for even Lakshmi Devi or Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva to receive. After the killing of Hiranyakashipu, everyone was scared to approach Narsingadevi, even including Lakshmi Devi also. But only Prahlad Maharaj could able to pacify the Lord. So that was the great position of Prahlad Maharaj. He was telling what is the great fortune that even Lakshmi or Brahma or Shiva are not able to get. I received it. And maybe because you are a Lord who is not partial. You are not partial to anyone, either Daityas or Devas. You are just naturally attracted to people who perform devotion. Maybe because of the devotion I performed, you got attracted and you showered that your mercy on me. But how will I get that devotion? My background is like that. I am a demoniac person. I'm born in a demoniac person. I was associating with demoniac people. Then how is it possible I will get the devotion? Then he is connecting it to, he's giving all the credit, how he received that bhakti. The bhakti that attracted Narsingadev's mercy, which is not even possible for Lakshmi Devi or Brahma Deva or Shiva Deva to attain, was by the mercy of Narada Muni. Only by the pure devotee of Lord, he was able to perform this exalted devotional service that attracted Narsingadev. So he is connecting. So only because of Narada Muni's compassion, I received this position today. So then, if it is only because of Narada Muni, how will I leave his association? How will I stop rendering service unto him? So that is my first and foremost duty, to serve my spiritual master, because I'm eternally grateful to him. Because of him only I have received this position. So this point, Prahlad Maharaj is clarifying it very clearly. So that is the beauty of devotion also. So if you observe the other parts like karma, yoga, jnana and all, they use the beneficiary as a ladder until to reach your destination. Like you climb onto the ladder to get onto the wall or something. Once you reach your destination, you kick out the ladder. You don't need it. So that is the system with other parts. You use the guru or the beneficiary, all these people to attain your goal. Once you reach there, you will forget them. You don't need them. You are by yourself. But bhakti is not like that. Bhakti, even though after perfection, now Prahlad Maharaj is perfected soul. He took darshan of Narsingadev. He got blessings of Narsingadev. Still, he is not leaving the service of his spiritual master. He is still acknowledging it, glorifying it, and he want to continue the service of his spiritual master. So this is the background we are working on, and the particularly verse is speaking that Prahlad Maharaj, out of humility, he is saying that he has fallen into this deep, dark well of poison, just like everyone else. So even though he is being humble and saying it doesn't apply for him, he is a Mahajana. But for us, definitely, we are in the deep, dark well of ignorance. So why it is said? So in the beginning, I mentioned, right? This verse is explaining about the problem and then the solution. So let us first focus on the problem. What is the problem? Unless until we know the problem, we cannot look for solution, right? First, we have to understand what is the problem, whether we are in problem or everything is good. Maybe it's only for me, I have the problem, you all don't have the problem. You can clarify me. Mataji, it's only your problem, you should work on it. So the problem is, Prahlad Maharaj is mentioning that we are in a deep well. So let's analyze the situation, how it is. There is a well, it is very deep. So, and it's very dark. So dark means you don't know what is happening around us. If you take left, you don't know what is there, what will happen. If you take right, you don't know, because it's all dark. That's why people get scared when they're in dark, because they don't know what is happening around them. But when there is a light, that fear is not there, because you can see things. If there is something on the floor, you will not step on that because of the visibility. But in the darkness, it's not the case. You cannot see anything what is happening. And that is not all and all. On top of that, that well, it's not only dark, ignorant, it is surrounded by all the venomous serpents. So that means there is all possibilities will be bitten by a snake, because there are so many serpents around you, filled by serpents, and you cannot see anything, where to go, how to go, and you cannot escape from there because it's deep down. You got stuck over there. So the snakes are ready to bite the person at any time, and they have been biting at all the time simultaneously. So our Bhakti Vinod Thakur explains in Sharire Avidya Jal Jadendriya Tahe Kal. The Kal word he is referring to serpent, the snake. So this material body is this material body is having these senses. We have 5 Gnanendriyas and 5 Karmendriyas, and then the mind being the Adhisthana, the controlling all the senses. So we have all these senses are working like a serpent. So they have been attacking us time immemorial. Like how they have been attracting, they have been demanding. What do senses do? They always go after sense objects. For example, the eyes, the sense eyes. What do eyes? How will eyes affect the person? It always wants to see good things, beautiful things, pleasing things. So it is always dragging towards the beautiful things. So like, oh, okay, let me go and watch that movie. It is so beautiful. Maybe let me watch those people. They look so beautiful. I'll go this place, I'll go that place. So like that. So the senses, okay, maybe what is so wrong in doing that? Let me satisfy whatever is asking, because that's what we do, right? Even some people ask us, we try to please them. We try to satisfy their desires. So we will also try to satisfy the desires of our senses. So that's what we have been doing. But the problem is these senses are so cruel. How much ever we are serving them, they're not getting satisfied. In one of the place, our Acharyas explains, I am working for a master who is very cruel. He has been making me work from time immemorial so hard I have been serving him selflessly, and he doesn't pay me anything. He doesn't pay me a single paisa for all my hard work, and he doesn't give me one day holiday also. For us, we also work hard 5 days a week, but we get 2 days off for ourselves. But this master is not like that. He's so cruel. He makes us work 24/7 without payment. So that master, the acharyas are referring to the senses. All the time what we are trying to do is satisfy this master, the senses. They have been asking demands one after one. Okay, I want this. No, it will not get satisfied. You work so hard to satisfy, then something else pop up. You work all your day and night to fulfill that, then something else pop up. So like that, one after one instructions we have been following without a break. There is no Sunday or Saturday in this service. Even Sunday or Saturday and Sunday, more demands. More demands in trying to satisfy the master. And then there's no payment also in return. So we are never getting any benefit. So like this, and this is senses, it is compared to a putting ghee in the fire. So if you are trying to satisfy the demands of the senses, it will never become satisfied. Just like if you try to put ghee in the fire, will the fire go down? No, it will keep on increasing, keep on increasing. So like that, even the more we are trying to satisfy the senses, we are getting more and more into the entanglements. So that is due to the ignorance, because we are in the dark well, there it's darkness. The darkness is the ignorance. What is the ignorance? So is it okay if I ask you questions? Like you can interact and share things.
Yes, Mataji, definitely.
So who are we, Mataji? What is our identity?
We are souls, Mataji.
We are souls, okay? Something
Jitendra
more.
Swarupa hai Krishnera Nityadas.
Very good, wonderful, Mataji. So, Jiver Swarupa Krishna Nityada. So, the identity of the soul is servant of Krishna. That is our real identity. Who are we? We are the servant of Krishna. That is the real identity. So we have no other identity. But what is happening in reality? We got covered by the Maya illusion. We are wrongly identifying ourselves as we are this body. I am this person. I am woman. I am man. I am Indian. I am American. So we are wrongly identifying ourselves with wrong positions. So that is due to ignorance. So because we are wrongly identifying with the false identifications, being that this is a material body, this is my position, this is what I'm supposed to. So we are getting forced to act wrongly also. Okay, because I am in this society, I have to act accordingly. So just like everyone, I have to also earn money. I also have to buy this. I also have to maintain this. I also have to get this position. Labha, Pratishta. So all these things we are running after. The root cause is the wrongly identifying. That is due to ignorance. So that is the problem. Because of wrongly identifying ourselves with the material body, we have been doing all the activities wrongly. Instead of doing our duty, if we are Krishna's servant, whom should we serve? Should we serve Krishna or should we serve someone else?
Krishna. We have to
Obviously.
serve Krishna.
So we have to be so chaste and serve our master. He is our master. But what we have been doing instead of serving our master, we have been serving all the wrong masters who have been misusing us, abusing us, like the senses and the mind and all these things. So, but what is the result of that? We have been entangled in this material world from time immemorial. We are not able to go out of it. We got stuck. The more we are staying, the deeper we are getting entangled. It is like I'm sitting on this chair. So by engaging in few activities, trying to fulfill my senses demands, I'm getting bound with the ropes. So then if I try to do it some more, then some more ropes are coming and binding me. So like that, imagine not just today or yesterday or last week or last year, from last life before that, like that, from time immemorial, I have been getting bound by these ropes, Maya Jalam. So the ropes, so all the ropes have been bind me. So how can I come out of this? So it has become so hard, very difficult for me to come out of this. So I got stuck here as a result of stuck in the material world. What are the 4 problems of being in the material world, Mataji? Can someone please help me?
Status, birth date, old age and disease.
Yes, so I have no option escaping them. I have to continuously go through this birth, old age, disease, and death. I don't need to go and elaborate the problems in them. We just came out of the pandemic period, how difficult the pandemic period was, what all we all went through. So no need to mention them separately how difficult these things are. And then, okay, how about the special attractions on our day-to-day life? The three kleshas. Can someone mention those?
Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, Adi
Adhyatmic.
Thank you so much, Mata. So these are even extra, like the cherry on the topic. So every day they are constantly buzzing us, constantly reminding with some problem or the other problem. You just want to step out of the house to go to shop to get something, then it starts raining. So much disturbance. You just want to sleep nicely, but the dog next door is barking. It's not allowing you to sleep. Something or the other problem, constantly putting us anxiety, causing us disturbance. So that is the situation we got stuck here. Then the solution, now we are coming, how this verse has explained, right? Bhakta Prahlad is telling that just like everybody else, like the Jana, I also got ahikupam. Ahikupam means this well, deep well with snakes, serpents in it. So then how can we come out of that well? We are in a situation, helpless situation. We got surrounded, it's so dark. That means we are ignorant. We don't know how to come out. And the position is so miserable. I cannot remain here. I cannot continue serving these senses. They have been making me slave, working so hard day and night, trying to please them, but they are not getting pleased, and there is no break for me, and I cannot do it myself. Then the only solution Prahlad Maharaj is giving in this verse itself is by the service of Tava Bhrutya Sevam, Tava, your Bhrutya, devotees, serving. By serving your devotees. So just like how Prahlad Maharaj received Krishna Prema from Narada Muni, who is a great devotee of Krishna, so he got free from all the material entanglements. Same way, if we just follow in the footsteps of great Mahajanas like Prahlad Maharaj, we can also become free from this material entanglement by serving the great Vaishnavas. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.16, Shushrusho Shraddhadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Shan Mahat Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. So it is glorifying how important it is to serve the Vaishnavas. Just by rendering service unto Vaishnavas, we will develop the taste for hearing Vasudeva Kataruchi. The taste will be developed to hear the Vasudeva story, the pastimes. Hearing about Krishna means liberation. When there is Krishna, there is no Maya. When there is sun, there is no darkness. So like that, when we are associating with Krishna, we will be free from the ignorance. The darkness will be removed. The light will be shown for our lives. So by serving Vaishnava. So the main theme of this verse is the importance of Guru, the importance of Vaishnava, the service towards Vaishnavas, the beauty about the Vaishnava association. So we can, this time is like very limited to glorify this topic. This is such a deep and vast, important topic, the importance of Guru, importance of Vaishnavas in our life, in our sadhana, but we will just touch the few important points. Prabhupada speaks our Vaishnava Paddhati. The Vaishnava Paddhati is completely based on this only Guru Parampala system. We never jump over Guru. Oh, okay, I know everything. I know, okay, I have to worship Radha Krishna. I will continue worship. So this is not at all our sampradaya. Our sampradaya is always, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te gnanam gnanina tattva darshana. So Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna himself is instructing Arjuna, first one should approach a spiritual master, then serve him, render service. Shushrusho, serve him. It's not just you go and demand him, boss him. Okay, you tell me now what to do. You tell me, you enlighten me. No, first you have to serve him, serve the spiritual master. Then, pariprashnena sevaya. So then you inquire from him, what is my duty? How can I become free from these miseries? So then, because the spiritual master is a pure devotee of the Lord, he knows the truth. So he will reveal the knowledge because he also received that knowledge from his spiritual master. This is going on in the parampara system. So you are serving your spiritual master and asking from him. So for the knowledge, and the same, your spiritual master is serving his spiritual master and asking knowledge from him. So then this line is going up to Krishna. So there is no interpretation or there is no misunderstanding in between because the line is connected to Guru Parampala. So the result of serving spiritual master is, first of all, how do we get Krishna Prema? Just a simple question. Forget about everything. You are just a fresh, brand new jiva. Just a fresh, brand new jiva. How will that jiva will get Krishna Bhakti in the first place?
By devotees association, Sadhu Sanga.
Sadhu Sanga. Mataji gave answer directly. We don't need to waste our time going here and there trying to analyze. So that is the direct solution. How we can understand Krishna himself can give his devotion, right? Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Is a devotee greater than Krishna? No, right? Krishna is the ultimate, so he can give, right? So if we see like why can't Krishna give Krishna Prema, only devotees can give, we can just briefly understand. Krishna always tells, I am equal to everyone. I am not partial to anyone. Whoever comes to me, I will accept them. Whether it's a devotee or whether it's a demigod or a demon, any background, any person, any age, there is no condition. Only condition is you have to come to me. That is the only condition. Who it is doesn't matter. It's a woman or child. So we have examples of so many people, right? Can someone name who is a very poor person became was able to receive Krishna's mercy? Can someone name the person?
Sudama.
He was so poor. So Krishna is not looking for someone rich. It doesn't mean, but Krishna will not give mercy to the rich people. Can someone name a very opulent, rich, powerful king?
Yudhishthir.
Yudhishthir Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, all these great personalities, they are conquerors of the earth. They have all the powers and opulence. Still, they are devotees. Krishna is giving mercy. So it's not because of the having the money or not having the money. Okay, now let's see about the maybe he will give it to all the people who are matured and understanding, not to a small person. So do we have any examples for small children who received the mercy of the Lord?
Dhruv Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Dhruv Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj, and what to speak, even the Parikshit Maharaj when he was in the womb, not even taken the birth. So Krishna is not looking for any age, condition or anything. Even a small person, 5-year-old, what will the 5-year-old knows? He hardly knows how to speak also. So there is no condition. What we are trying to see is there is no condition for Lord to give his mercy. Age, wealth, beauty, all the external opulences we see, nothing. Only condition he sees is anyone who goes to him, he will give his mercy. So that is, so he is showing he is not partial. Then the problem comes is if someone comes, the jiva is just wandering. If Krishna comes and all of a sudden gives Krishna Bhakti, then there is a problem, right? One jiva is receiving Krishna Bhakti and other jivas are not receiving Krishna Bhakti. That means Krishna is being partial. He is giving bhakti to some people, he is not giving bhakti to other people. So then the partiality will be applied to Krishna. So that means Krishna cannot give bhakti. So only his devotees, because his devotees, they are completely free. They can do anything they want to do. There is no condition on the devotees, because devotees are not said there, oh, they are not partial. They can have, because the Madhyama Adhikari, he can choose whom he want to associate with. He can choose to give mercy to some people. He can avoid some people also who are envious. So for that person, it is not an obligation. So by the mercy of devotees, by the mercy of sadhus, out of causeless mercy, just like Srila Prabhupada, how he came to the Western world and gave devotion to all these Western devotees who has no idea about anything in life, not even the basic life. They have no idea what to do. So they were like just exploring, exploiting their lives because they have no idea what to do. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, they all received the Krishna. Once there was an incident, someone was asking Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, what have we done to receive this great knowledge about Krishna? Prabhupada said, you have done nothing. It's I created your fortune. I created your fortune and gave Krishna. So by the mercy of Vaishnava, Guru and devotee, sadhu, one will receive Krishna. Then if Vaishnava is giving, how will Krishna? Because Bhakti is internal potency of Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and Bhakti. So just like Krishna is very much independent. His name is called Swarat, right? Swarat, he's completely independent. He can do anything. There's no rule for him. For example, when we are taking birth, we have conditions because of our past karma. I have to take birth as a woman in this time, in this place, for this long. I have all these conditions. But when Krishna appears on this earth, there is no condition. No one is forcing him to take appearance or in this family only in this time, nothing. Out of his own free will, he is appearing. That means he is completely independent. No one can control him, no one can force him. Just like that, because Bhakti also is internal potency, there is no difference from Krishna. Bhakti also independent, Swarat. It cannot, no one can, no karma or no gnana, nothing can force Bhakti to appear. Bhakti also will appear independently, just like the Lord. Then when this sadhu showers his mercy on the jiva, then because why Bhakti is following? Because the sadhu is carrying Krishna in his heart. Krishna tells, right, in 9th canto, Aham Bhakta. So I am controlled by my devotees. I have no independence. I'm completely controlled my devotees, because my devotees doesn't know anything else. So I also don't know. So Krishna stays my place. I am not staying in Vaikunta. I am not staying anywhere. I am staying in the heart of my devotees. So because Krishna is there in the heart of devotee, when the devotee desires to give bhakti to the jiva, Krishna simply follows the instructions of the devotee and enters into the jiva's heart. So we receive the bhakti. Bhakti Maharani simply follows the desire of the devotee. Because Krishna has no independence, he is completely controlled by his devotees. It said in the Nectar of Devotion also, right? Why Krishna doesn't give bhakti that easily to anyone? The reason is, if you pray to Krishna for wealth, fame, position, power, anything else, opulence, Krishna will easily give. Without a second thought, he will give. But if you pray for bhakti, he will not give that easily. The main reason is, the moment he gives bhakti to anyone, he will be controlled by that person. He will lose his freedom. He will lose his identity. Whatever bhakta says, he will be under his control. Even though he's Swarat, Ishwaram Paramam Krishnam Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radha Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Everything is happening according to his desire, but still he will lose everything and become according to the devotee's will. So that is the power of bhakti. So that's why he will not give bhakti to anyone that easily. Only when he really thinks that this devotee is sincerely asking only for Krishna, nothing else, not this, not that, then only he will give. So that is the potency the devotee is carrying within himself. So he might be looking simple. He might be looking like a normal, ordinary person. Okay, he also looks like me only, like a normal person. What is so great about this Guru or the spiritual master or the great Vaishnavas or senior devotees? We have to see not just the externals. We have to see with the Gnana Chakshu, with the eyes of the knowledge. This devotee is not an ordinary person. He is carrying Krishna within his heart. So by simply serving him, we will receive Krishna. So the proper process is, if one wants to serve Krishna, if one wants to become free from these material entanglements, one has to first approach a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master. How? Not anyone and everyone. Because there are so many people speaking about God, Krishna, Bhagavad Saptaha and all. If they are not properly situated in Sampradaya, you know what happens? Some people very innocently thinks, okay, anyway, what is a big deal about this Sampradaya, Parampara, who is his Guru, what is this? At the end, they're speaking only Krishna Katha, right? I'm going to hear about Krishna only. What is a big problem? So this is a very wrong approach. I will explain you how. Because, for example, let's take this example. If there is a milk, the regular milk that we drink, we try to drink that because we know that by drinking the milk, we will get the strength. But imagine if that milk has been touched by a poisonous snake. So if we drink that milk, what will happen? Instead of getting the strength from the milk, we will die. The opposite reaction is going to come. Same milk, only the difference it was is touched by the poisonous snake. Same way, if we hear the katha, Krishna katha from a wrong person who is not in the sampradaya, even though it may look like a milk, like Krishna katha, because he is not properly situated in the sampradaya, not having a proper understanding, it is like the touching of the poisonous snake. So the just like how the milk got contaminated, the knowledge that we will be hearing also got contaminated. Instead of nourishing our bhakti, it spoils, it pollutes our bhakti. So that's why it's very, very important for us whom we are approaching, who is that Guru is, whom we are hearing from. Not just the externally, even internally also we should observe who is in the sampradaya, who is in the Guru Parampara. From that person, we should listen, take instructions. Then he gives the Bhakti Lata Bija. Bija means seed. What do seed contain? Seed contains all the ingredients to manifest a big tree. Right? The seed might be very small, but it will have all the elements to manifest one big, big banyan tree. So same way, the seed, Bhakti Lata Bij, will be given by Krishna, Guru, spiritual master, sadhu, devotee. That will contain the instructions to manifest such a big devotional tree in our heart. So the Guru, when we approach him, when we serve him, he will give that seed. So that means he will give instructions. So when we sincerely follow those instructions, when we please, then Krishna will get pleased. Krishna will be very pleased, and then we can serve Krishna and we can attain Krishna prema. So the formula is first go through the Guru. Otherwise, it will become wrong conclusions. We will become misunderstandings. So there are so many devotees and so many people in general. I am one of them, among them, who will, in the beginning of their Krishna consciousness or their life, or at some point, they will go through these misconceptions. Okay, I heard about my position. I am the servant of Krishna. I should serve Krishna. What is the need of Guru initiation and all these other things? So I am happy. I am serving Krishna. I am chanting. Why do I need to take initiation? What is the difference going to happen? So these are very big misconceptions in general people will be having. I was also like that in beginning days of my Krishna consciousness. I was thinking, okay, everything is fine. I'm going to temple, I'm doing services, I'm following 4 regulative principles, I'm doing chanting. What is the use of me again taking this initiation, surrendering to one spiritual master, following his instructions, all this process and all. But by the mercy of devotees, they helped to understand the concept of Guru. They helped the understanding of taking the importance of taking initiation. Without a spiritual master taking initiation, we cannot serve Krishna. We cannot approach Krishna. Krishna will never accept that service without the because we are so impure. We have so no understanding, no knowledge. How can we serve Krishna, who is so great, who is not a adokshaja? With these senses, we cannot understand him. Then we have to have some vaya medium. Vaya medium who has the taste for Krishna, because he went through that whole process, he understood. So by his mercy, we can also follow in his footsteps and overcome all the obstacles that comes on our path and reach the destination. Just like if we get lost in the forest, is it possible for us to get out of the forest by ourselves? It's almost impossible to come out of the forest by ourselves. Only by taking the help of a guide who has been there for some time, who has been going in and out, who knows the system of the forest, can help us. Which is the way to exit the forest, which is the way that is dangerous, all that. So just to cross over the material forest, we need a guide who has the knowledge. Then what to speak about this Bhava Sagara, which is impossible to cross over, surmount ocean. It's almost impossible for us to cross over this ocean by ourselves. Only by the help of Guru, spiritual master, then we can cross over by following his instructions. And then we can be accountable to him. Otherwise, there's no accountability, right? Who is there to check on you? Who will give the guarantee, I will take you back to Godhead? It's like Prabhupada gave the guarantee, right? If you follow my instructions, 4 regulative principles and sincere 16 rounds of chanting, I will guarantee you, I will take you back to Godhead. Who will be there? The person that gives us guarantee that will take care of our journey back to Godhead. So the Guru is the one who is taking responsibility. And who will be, where are we getting our abilities, strength from? It's only by the mercy of the Guru. Guru has been praying for us every day for our spiritual advancement. Because of his prayers, his mercy, his strength, we are growing day by day. Otherwise, on our own self, it is not possible. So we can see a couple of examples how the service to Guru pleases Krishna. One example, very prominent example, is Narottam Das Thakur. Everyone knows Narottam Das Thakur. His bhajans are so well known. He's exalted devotee. So he wanted to take initiation from Loknath Das Goswami. But Loknath Das Goswami was a very humble person. He doesn't want to take any disciples. But Narottam Das was very determined to take initiation from him. What he used to do, he just followed the Krishna's instruction from Bhagavad Gita, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So he just wanted to first serve the Guru. Let me do my duty. So every night, Loknath Das Goswami used to go to a place to do his bodily duties, evacuate things and come back. So knowing that, before even he goes, Narottam Das used to go to that place and clear all the area from the previous days and all, and purify it and sanctify it with fragrant things and all. So when Loknath Goswami goes there, he used to feel, how come this place looks so beautiful and fragrant? Who did it? How did it happen? So he used to wonder. So like this, it went on for some time, every day. Before Loknath Goswami goes, Narottam Das Thakur used to go and clean the place and make it everything fragrant and all. Then one day Loknath Goswami decided, there is some person who is cleaning this place every day before I come and keeping it nice. Let me find out who is that. So that day, he goes little before than his usual time to that place and hides behind a bush and observes. Let me see who is going to come and do that place. So then that day he notices that Narottam Das comes there every day, cleans that place and makes it clean and fragrant full. Then he approaches Narottam Das Thakur and he gets pleased with his service attitude. Just by serving, by sincere service, he stole the heart of his spiritual master. Loknath Goswami, it's okay. I'm so pleased with your service. See that just the service, how he could able to gain the heart of a senior devotee. So he initiates him, he accepts him. Then we know all the rest of the story, how Narottam Das became the so great Vaishnava. He is the person who received the Mahaprabhu's prema and so on. And we can see the similar mood, in our dear beloved Srila Prabhupada's life also. So we can understand the same situation as Prahlad Maharaj, how our Srila Prabhupada is also Mahajana. He's in the category caliber of Mahajanas. So we all know the pastime of Prabhupada, his life from Prabhupada Leela Amrutam. We heard here and there in the classes, we read. So when he was in Vrindavan, Sri Radha Damodar Mandir, it was like a heaven for him, like a Vaikuntha for him. For Prabhupada, he's already there in the Krishna service. Most of the people, our aspiration, our desire is to reside in the holy dham, in the association of devotees, worship the deities, read Bhagavatam, chant a holy name, right? So that has been attained by Srila Prabhupada already when he was in the Vrindavan Radha Damodar temple. Everything, all the five main instructions given by Rupa Goswami, staying in the Madhura Dham, being in the association of the devotees, worshipping the deities, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting Krishna's holy names, everything was done, which is like almost a lifelong desire for us, is happening in Prabhupada's life like that. Just like Prahlad Maharaj was offered all the benedictions by Narsingadev, so Prabhupada was having all these benedictions to execute his devotional service. He can continue. He would have continued like that. But what did Prabhupada do instead? Instead of being in that comfortable place to execute his devotion in the Radha Damodar temple, in the association of devotees in Sri Vrindavan Dham, he was reading Bhagavatam, translating Bhagavatam, he was chanting. What did he do? He was like Prahlad Maharaj. Just like Prahlad Maharaj rejected all the benedictions, he said, I don't want any of the benedictions. All I want is to serve my spiritual master. I want to serve your devotees. So the same mood was carried by Srila Prabhupada also. What did Prabhupada do? I don't want any of this. For him, it was a comfort. Being in the Radha Damodar temple was a comfort. I don't want any of these benedictions. All I want to do is serve my spiritual master. His spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, instructed him long ago to go to the Western world and preach this message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Sankirtana movement. So that is the instruction. He took it into life and soul. So he was like, I don't want any of these benedictions of being in the Vrindavan Dham or Damodar temple or anything. I want to serve my spiritual master. That is my first and foremost duty. So he rejected everything that we all are aspiring for and took the only one instruction, that is his spiritual master's instruction, go to Western world. So what all he has to do to fulfill that desire? He was in the age of 70s. His health was not so great. He doesn't have any wealth. He doesn't have any support system. He was just determined. My spiritual master's instruction is my life and soul. Just like Prahlad Maharaj, I don't want to go to here or there. I don't want to serve you or Vaikuntha. I want to serve my spiritual master. Same way, Prabhupada. I don't want this or that or anything. I don't know how it is possible. If you want anything, is possible. So he went on this journey. He get onto the Jaladuta. The Jaladuta journey was also not easy. There were so many turbulences. He got multiple heart attacks and things weren't going the smooth way. But he was determined. Krishna, I am a puppet in your hands. Whatever you want, let it happen. If you want me to serve my spiritual master's instructions, let it happen. So he was completely a surrendered soul, puppet in the hands of Krishna. So he wanted to serve. So after the long journey, coming to West, when he entered the land of America, he was not sure where to go, whether to go left or right also. That was the situation. He was in vulnerable situation. but still he never gave up on serving his spiritual master's instruction. He pursued, he continued, faced so many difficulties in the beginning years, trying to establish. There were so many weak moments that he was thinking, okay, it is not going to work out, I should go back. But still, the only one thing was driving him was the instruction given by his spiritual master. My spiritual master told me to go and preach in the Western world. I should follow his instruction. So he, with determination, with so much surrender, he continued, and see today what is the result of his surrender to his spiritual master. We all are here today discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, chapter 9 and 28th verse. Only the credit goes to the surrender of Srila Prabhupada towards his spiritual master. If we didn't had that mood to serve his spiritual master, imagine our positions, what we will be doing today, all of us. We won't even be knowing about Bhagavatam or Krishna. For many of us, that is the situation. We only by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, his selfless service attitude towards his spiritual master's instruction, we all got benefited. Just imagine how many, this Prabhupada's books are going to be there for the next 10,000 years. Imagine it's not just us, the few handful of devotees gathered in the conference today. All the people who are going to come in the future, for all the generations, coming generations, the material existence is going to be more and more difficult. Whatever we are facing today, it is going to multiply day by day, the problems. The existence is going to be deeper and deeper, and the ropes are going to be tighter and tighter for the people as the time goes on, Kali Yuga advances. But the problem will become complicated, but the solution remains only one thing. The solution is only Krishna consciousness. How we will do Krishna consciousness? By the following of spiritual master's instructions, by serving devotees, by following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. That is the mood. Our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya says, Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasanu Dasa. So this is our mood. Our mood is not just jumping over and trying to be the Krishna's servant, even though we don't have any qualifications or purity or knowledge or anything. But we want to develop that. How we will develop? By following the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So there is a saying, if someone says, I am Krishna's servant, and other person says, I am the servant of Krishna's servant, Krishna will be more pleased with the second person, because he is identifying himself as the servant of Krishna. That is better position than being in the direct servant of Krishna, because we don't have any qualification or eligibility, no knowledge, nothing. Imagine our purity. What is the purity level we have? I am speaking for myself. I am climbing to be a practitioner, devotee. But what am I practicing? Maybe if I just analyze my whole day or anything, maybe a couple of hours here, couple of hours there, I attempting with my limited senses and knowledge and trying this and that to serve Krishna. But what about the rest of the time? What is happening? Is it all meant for Krishna? Am I using all my time and resources, senses, ability, knowledge, everything is going for Krishna? No, most of it, majority of the time, even while the namesake devotional service I am performing, my mind is somewhere else. I might be chanting Japa, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The senses, the external senses are saying the name, but I don't know what is the mind. Whether mind is sitting and listening, or it is planning for the day, rest of the day, what are my plans, what am I going to do, whom should I talk, what should I do, like all these things. So I am so much conditioned person, conditioned soul. How can I directly approach Krishna, who is cannot be approached by material senses or material understandings? So then if I have to become that person, to come to that level, then the solution is one thing. For example, fire is very hot and it gives light. That is the nature of the fire. But iron rod, it doesn't have any heat in it or light in it. But if the iron rod has to become the same as fire, what is the solution? The solution is the iron rod has to come in contact with the fire. So you put the iron rod in the fire. By being in the association of fire, it will also get the same qualities as fire. After some time, if you take out the iron rod, it is also hot. If you touch, your hand will burn, and it is also having the light. So it got the same qualities and nature of the fire. So the solution is the association. So Prabhupada always tells, if you want to become a drunkard, what you should do? Mataji, can someone help? If a person is trying to become a great drunkard in the world, what he should do?
He should find a friend who is in that mood.
Yes, you find another person who is a drunkard. So you be in the association of all the drunkard people, you will also become one of that. Even a great saying is there, right? You tell who your friends are, I will tell who you are. So it is all about your association, whom you are associating with, whom you are talking and taking guidance and all. So if you want to become drunkard, you hang out with all the drunkards, so we will get those qualities, or we will know about all the things and all. So same way, if we want to become a devotee of Krishna, if we want to know that Sachidananda Bhagavan, who is not possible to understand by these limited senses and impure position, then you associate with those devotees. Those devotees who has Krishna, who understood Krishna, who has been serving Krishna. Just by being in the association of devotees, we will get also their qualities. Just like the fire rod, how it gets the fire qualities, we will also just being in the association of devotees. That's why if you observe Srimad Bhagavatam, we see so many personalities coming in the Bhagavatam. In most of the conclusions of those pastimes, the devotees will be praying for only one thing. So I will request devotees, the last few minutes we will utilize, I will request devotees to come up with some personality and what they're requesting at the end of their pastime. So maybe devotees can take turns. So the Bhagavatam is showing this point prominently again and again. It is not just with Prahalad Maharaj who is asking. It is not just Srila Prabhupada who exhibited. It is the nature of devotees. Every devotee in Srimad Bhagavatam exhibit the same mood. So maybe devotees can help me to mention their names. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are so many personalities at the end of their pastime. They are desiring for only one thing. So if you take the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, what was the conclusion of Dhruva Maharaj's prayers?
He doesn't want any more material opulences, but he started with the material approach to the Lord.
Right, Mataji. So he wanted all the great opulences than his great-grandfather Brahma. But by the mercy of the Krishna, he realized how stupid he was. He was asking for some broken glass pieces when the Lord, who is compared to diamond, is there. Then he was praying, and at the end he was concluding, all I want is the association of your devotees. Just let me remain in the association of your devotees. Because association of devotees means, what do devotees do? Ramanticha. They always chant and sing the glories of the Lord. So devotees have no other business. Whenever few devotees meet, they only talk about Krishna. I'm speaking about pure devotees, not a person like me. So, but pure devotees, they always sing and glorify the qualities and activities and pastimes of the Lord. So just being in that association, our life will get perfected. So if you see Dhruva Maharaj, that is his desire. If you see Preethi Maharaj, that is his desire. Preethi Maharaj also at the end, Lord gets so pleased with Preethi Maharaj's qualities, and he appears and he tells to Preethi Maharaj, I got so captivated by your qualities. So tell me, what should I do? How can I help you? How can I serve you? But Preethi Maharaj's desire was only one thing. Let me be in the association of devotees. So the whole Bhagavatam, the mood is carrying only one thing. Devotees is not asking, okay, let me come to your abode, let me serve you directly. So they're always asking, even Prahlad Maharaj is aspiring, let me serve you, your tava bhritya sevam, your devotee, your pure devotee, let me serve him. So that should be our aspiration also, to be in the association of devotees and serve the devotees and take the directions from the spiritual master. Then only our life will get perfected. We can please Krishna by serving Guru. Krishna will be very much pleased if we serve Vaishnavas. That's why there, I don't remember which Acharya Goswami it was. He used to pay in Vrindavan 1,000 obeisances to Govardhan every day. But he used to pay?
Mataji Jiva Goswami.
Jiva Goswami. Thank you for helping me, Mataji. 3,000 times obeisances to Vaishnavas. See, the ratio is giving much more importance to Vaishnavas than Krishna, because he understood the importance of Vaishnavas in our life. They are the Kalpa Vriksha trees. Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha. So they are the ones who are giving mercy to us to advance in our spiritual life, to get Krishna, to serve Krishna. In their association, all our services will become perfect. Otherwise, we will be entangled, we will get confused, thinking right to be wrong, because we are ignorant, right? By birth, we are ignorant, we are covered, we are in the dark, deep well. So we are, because of the ignorance, darkness, we don't know what is right, what is wrong. We will always misunderstand right to be the wrong, wrong to be the right. That is the human nature, especially in the Kali Yuga. So, but being in the association of devotees, because they have seen the truth, they can always guide us in the right direction. So I think we should conclude the class here at this time, right? So thank you so much for being patiently tolerating my babbling. Please forgive any of my mistakes or offenses, knowingly or unknowingly I have committed to anyone. I don't know if there is a question and answer there or not.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. Thank you so much for wonderful, wonderful class, Mataji. If anybody have any questions or realization you'd like to share, please unmute yourself and please go ahead. Radha Jyoti Mataji, please go ahead with your question, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for allowing me to ask the question. Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam. Thank you so much for your session, and we are very grateful to you for your wonderful class today. Mataji, my question to you is, could you please explain or share your experience staying in Mayapur, because I had been to Mayapur and I am very happy to hear from you that you are there. So please share your experience. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for your kind words. And so before I start addressing that, I want to know how much time do I have before I conclude the session?
Yeah, we have 30 more minutes, Mataji. Just as per your time, Mataji. If you have time, you can take question and answer session.
Okay,
maybe a few questions, Mataji.
Yeah, for a few minutes we can address this. Mataji, if I have to say my experience in Mayapur Dham, I will go into different trance. I don't know when I will come out of that, so I will not go deep into that. I will just briefly mention. It was one of the kind of experience, Mataji. I can never compare that experience with anything else in these three worlds, because it's a new world, all new openings. It was like eye-opening experience, so many realizations, so much association from different devotees, so much inspiration. Many of the things I was thinking it is impossible, it is said only in the books. We hear only in the books like Srimad Bhagavatam and all, but we were able to witness that it is not just there in the books. People are living up to those standards. People are living up to those instructions. That was one of the biggest thing I could able to appreciate, the opportunity to witness. There are devotees, so senior devotees, so dedicated, so simple. Because that's a small village, less than around 5,000 to 7,000 devotees reciting there. So it's very common to see them, most of them in and around the Mayapur and temple and festivals, and get to know about devotees. It is a very common practice. So we can see devotees, how they have simplified their life. Not complicated, so simplified, one-pointed attention. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one-pointed attention, that we can see. They have no other interest other than serving Krishna, other than pleasing Guru. That is the only objective they will be living up to. All their life will be arranged in a way to fulfill only that mission. So like that, I will just give one or two examples of devotees, what inspired. So what happens is, when we hear from Bhagavatam, we think, okay, it is there, it might be true, it might have happened in the past. I don't know whether it is applicable for today, if it can be applied today, if these standards, these high standards can be achieved. But when we see devotees who are performing, who are living up to those standards, and the results, another thing is the results, oh my God, so many examples, the devotees, how they left their bodies, of what they have done in their life, and how they left their body, how Krishna interfered in their lives, reciprocating to their loving surrender, gives immense faith on the process, immense conviction. At least I don't know when the day will come to execute, that is another point, but at least the conviction, yes, it is possible. This is the right path. We just need to follow. There is a saying, right? Don't see the progress, just follow the process. Believe in the process, not the progress. So I don't know about what is happening to me, whether I'm becoming devotee, Madhyamadhikari or Uttamadhikari, I'm becoming pure, all these things. But believe in the process. That conviction is coming from seeing those devotees. Yes, they have dedicated their life. This is the response Krishna gave. This is how Krishna reciprocated. There was one devotee. I know a couple of devotees personally, I have witnessed in my life. I see them day-to-day basis. They chant, they're Varishta Vaishnavas, of course. They chant 64 rounds every day. It is their daily sadhana, 64 rounds, and they attend the full morning program from 3 o'clock in the morning up to 10 in the morning. They're in the temple. Then in the rest of the day, they are going for their services and doing temple services and Vaishnava Seva. Their whole day is packed up. There is not even a single moment they will be doing other than Krishna consciousness. Even if you see them on the way, if you try to have a conversation like other than Krishna, oh, how was your, like something else, they will just simply excuse, oh, I'm wasting your time about talking Vishayas. Oh, I don't want to take your time. So this is the mood they exhibit. They don't want to talk anything else other than Krishna. They utilize all the opportunities and time simply engaged in Krishna's service. On Ekadasis, you don't believe, every Ekadasi that Mataji does, Nirjal Ekadasi, the full day she doesn't drink a single drop of water. And what she does is, she follows the footsteps of Haridas Thakur. She chants 192 rounds on every Ekadasi. That means every other 2 weeks. 192 rounds means it takes almost 22 hours. That means there is no night for her. She gets up early in the morning, like there's no sleep also, like maybe 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and does little bit deity worship to her deities. That's all. Then she sits. That day she closes everything, her doors, her phones and everything. She doesn't answer anyone's phone. She doesn't keep any engagements on that day. Whole day until midnight, she will be doing 192 rounds. I was like, oh my God, this is impossible. I can't even to design also, I'm scared. When will the day come that I can do 192 rounds in a day? I'm like scared to even desire also. How is it possible? That is the perplexity my situation is. But I see a very common practice for many of the devotees there. So by seeing those kind of devotees, we get so much inspiration. Yes, people are living up to standards. This is just an example I'm giving, but so many examples like that. And then I will just give one more example how there was a devotee, a very sincere devotee, moved from Middle East and gave his life for his spiritual master, serving in the Mayapur Dham, developing Mayapur Dham. And then last like a few years or so, he just gave up all the services and he was just focusing on serving Srimad Bhagavatam. He was studying Bhagavatam, he was giving classes, preaching, things like that. So that time he was not in Mayapur, he just went outside to his native place or something. Because of some service, he was visiting and he was asked to give Bhagavatam class. In the morning, he gave Bhagavatam class. After Bhagavatam class, right after Bhagavatam class, he needs to leave Mayapur to go back to his hometown. That was the plan. But see how Krishna mystically arranged everything for to reciprocate to him. So the devotee gave Bhagavat. That was also last minute thing. It was not pre-planned. Otherwise, he would have left little earlier from the Mayapur Dham. So because he was scheduled for Bhagavatam class, so he was there until 9 o'clock or so. Then immediately he took a taxi and he was leaving. Before even he left the campus, I don't know for some of you who haven't been to Mayapur, there is a Mayapur campus that is completely ISKCON grounds. So before even leaving that ground, he got a massive heart attack. And there was a hospital, Bhaktivedanta hospital next to it. So they took him to the hospital. Then immediately he realized he took his keys, mobile, and hand over to the person who was standing next to him, and immediately picked up his beads and started chanting, and he left his body in that position, in that condition. So what else we can expect? What else? What glorifying way of living this world than that? He gave his life to spiritual master and Krishna, served the Dham. So because of the family circumstances, even though he moved out of Dham, but Krishna make sure he came to the Dham, and it was not, he would have left a few hours before otherwise. He arranged a situation, he stayed until that time in the Dham, and before even he crossed the campus, he left the body in the holy Dham. People stay years and years planning to leave their body in the holy Dhams. But in the last minute, something happens and they will be taken out from the Dham and go to some city where better medical facilities will be there, and then they will leave their bodies there. But look at this person, how glorious. So things like that, very, very common we can see. So these are the things that like inspire me so much, Mataji. If you want, I don't know if you are looking for some other things to share, but what inspires me is the living example, the Vaishnavas, how they are living up to this Bhagavatam, the living Bhagavatas, and how Krishna is reciprocating with them is the most fascinating thing, Mataji.
Oh, Mataji, thank you so much. And I'm eternally grateful to you. I was looking for all these realizations that you have shared. I'll carry in my heart. Thank you so much, Mataji, for coming. And we are looking forward for your association again. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing your wonderful pastimes, Mataji. Nikta Mataji, please go ahead, Mataji, with your question.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I just wanted to thank you for such a sweet and wonderful nectarian class, and with so much love we could see in your eyes and your words for Krishna, you know, to tell us all about the things you told. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Shyam Gauri Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Wonderful, wonderful class, Mataji. Very excellent. That shows how much you have learned in Mayapur Dham, and how expert you are, knowing all the knowledge and everything, Mataji. So thank you so much, Mataji, coming on the call for on very last minute, Mataji. Thank you so much. Wonderful class, Mataji. Very nice examples you share, and you were asking question in between. That was really amazing, Mataji. The way you were speaking, it's like, very nice. Keeping the audience awake. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Mataji. Mataji has been inspiration for me. I have known Mataji for a very, very long time. Their family is very dear to us. They have played a crucial role in our life before and after we came back to US. We are eternally grateful to them. I always seek Mataji's blessings and prayers. I get so much inspired by Mataji and you all, your dedication towards this Japa group, Sanga. This is the essence we are discussing, right? Coming in the association of devotees and hearing Krishna Katha. So you all are exalted devotees already implementing that what Bhagavatam is telling, what Prahlad Maharaj is telling, living up to the standards every day without fail, coming in the association of devotees and trying to glorify the Lord. So that's what we are planning to do and you are already executing. My life ambition is to follow in the footsteps of all of you, Mataji. If you heard anything good, that
Mataji,
is only the mercy of my spiritual master and Vaishnavas like you. Please, the credit goes to all of you because Krishna is sitting in your heart. He is inspiring because you have such a sincere desire to serve Krishna by hearing. He is inspiring to speak few words. If there are any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly, that's only my anarthas. Please pray for me so that I can overcome them and do better service to my spiritual master and Vaishnavas. Thank you, Mataji.
Thanks, Mataji. You are such a humble devotee and you were serving there in Mayapur Dham. I know you were ready to do any service for any devotees who got sick. You were serving them, who need any help. You were serving them, cooking for them. You were doing so many services in Mayapur Dham. That was very great, Mataji. So nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Sukkar Krishna Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
I really should thank us, Shamagori Mataji, because I have not been attending for so many days because of some pressure, work. But Mataji is so caring, she calls and says, "Why, Prabhu, why you are not come? Why you are not coming?" So that inspired me. And then I also got to hear what's a wonderful class, Mataji. Yugal Preethi Mataji. What's a wonderful name. You're from Mayapur, you're a Bengali? No.
Prabhu, I am just trying to be a Vaishnava, Prabhu. By Krishna's mercy, I happen to be, Gauranga Mahaprabhu allowed to me there for some time.
Okay, but you are from North India or South India, where, from which part?
To be like in South India, Andhra Pradesh.
Bagunnara. Yugal Preethi
మీ
Mataji.
కృప ప్రభు మీ కృపతో బానే ఉన్నాం.
Dhanyavad. So nice. What I feel is today you told so much about Srila Prabhupada that song which was written by our Guru Maharaj Japtak Maharaj and my daughter had sung Jodi Prabhupada na hoito tobe ki hoito e jibono boto kiche. So that song today I was seeing Amrendra Prabhu is crying with the song. That's just one line only. And he's telling you Prabhupada had not come. All our beef eaters and womanizers, we have never known anything about these things. And he did so much and we knowing what he has done, we are not doing. He's telling how we can do like him, what he has done. Like that, he was crying literally for 5 minutes. So when you told all the katha about Prabhupada, I was just thinking Prabhupada has done so much and gone like a magician. We all are trying our best, but that cannot be even 1% of Prabhupada has done. Translation, day and night, morning, night, evening, going, traveling, 14 times all over the world. And so our Guru Maharaj has written with from the heart what all he has glorified, telling. So thank you, Mataji. It was so nice. What you told, Mataji, you're telling something?
Yes. Thank you for sharing that, Prabhu. That is so true, Prabhu. Each and every one of us can feel the miracle of Prabhupada in our lives, in our own lives. We can feel just like how His Holiness Jayapatak Swami has written the song, we can all connect to that song, right? We can also feel the same way. What will have happened if Prabhupada was not there? Whether we
Watching TV now, the movie now,
whether we know
Prabhupada.
about Srimad Bhagavatam, whether we know at least we are human, we have some purpose in our life, other than just like animalistic life, eating, meeting, sleeping, different. Is there something else other than in this life? It's all, not only just he gave the directions, he's walking us through every step by his books, Prabhuji.
Yes.
There, he's
but still not able to read the books.
He's there.
He's written so much.
He's there in his books, Prabhu. The books are the nectars. When I first did my Bhakti Shastri, when I read Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the purports and all the discussions, that inspired me. Oh my God, there's so much in Prabhupada's books. I want to read more. I want to know what is there in the other book also. What else is he discussing? What else is he revealing? What other solutions he is giving? So the curiosity developed so much just by reading Bhagavad Gita purports, and not by myself. When I started reading by myself, I was just falling asleep after the one page or so. Only in the classroom, in the midst of devotees. See, in every step, devotees are playing crucial role in our life. So when the discussion was happening, then the nectar was churning out. There's so much nectar. So I want to know more and more nectar. We will become greedy. We'll become greedy to know more and more. So then the Srimad Bhagavatam is like a epitome, another level. Prabhupada speaks all dynamics. The purports are the main glory. Otherwise, we may not able to understand what the...
I think Srila Prabhupada only made it Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam.
Yes,
keep on drinking milk. Still not digesting, still want more and more.
That's why we are coming together here, trying to digest it in the midst of devotees, right, Prabhuji?
But sometimes reading is tough, sleepy come, but when to hear it is nice. Krishna Katha, it is easier. It's like somebody is making rice and we are just eating just on the gulp.
Yes.
But reading, we open our eyes, read, don't sleep, hear, understand, then you become...
Different strokes for different folks, Prabhuji. If reading works for you, well and good. If listening works, even better. So whatever works, the main essence is, the principle is, we are Krishna's servant. Our duty is to serve Krishna all the time. Always listen, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. That's the underlying principle. Whichever medium, if reading reminds of Krishna, good. If listening reminds of Krishna, good. Or if eating prasadam reminds of Krishna, even good. So our movement is anyway dancing, eating, kirtan movement. So any of the process, if the ultimate point is, it should remind us of Krishna.
So when all of us are talking, actually Prabhupada is talking. We are not talking because we are just copycat. No, we are just reading, hearing and telling, but it's all Prabhupada resonating through all of us again and again and again and again.
If Prabhupada's books are not there, with what reference we will speak, Prabhuji? The basic fundamental question. We need Prabhupada's books to speak also. We need commentary, Prabhupada's commentary also. So without Prabhupada, there is no future for us, the Krishna consciousness. So not only watching, even for the next 10,000 years, it is going to be like that. The appreciation is going to become even deeper and deeper by day and day. So I have witnessed this one more realization in Mayapur temple. After Darshanarti, Guru Arti will follow 7:30 or so. During the Guru Puja, all the Prabhupada disciples stay next to the Prabhupada. Prabhuji's on one side and Mataji's one side, and the rest of us will be scattered all over. So during the Prabhupada Guru Puja, you can observe the appreciation of his disciples towards him, the way that they'll be looking into Prabhupada, the way that they will be jumping, singing and dancing in the Kirtan. All of them are like Varishta Vaishnavas, but still, despite their bodily conditions and position, we can witness it, how much they are grateful, just like how we are discussing now today, that we are so grateful to Prabhupada for what he has done for us. We can witness in their eyes the gratitude. So they have been in the movement for multiple decades, 3, 4, 5 decades. The more they're staying, the appreciation is becoming deeper and deeper. So that is how our Krishna consciousness also, the more we are going to stay in Krishna consciousness, read the Prabhupada books, the appreciation also will increase and it will become so deep. It's not just superficial. Yeah, he has done something for me, I'm grateful. No, no, no. We will become so, the gratitude will become so heavy that we will shrink. We will shrink down with humility, saying, okay, my life is useless. Prabhupada's, only by Prabhupada's mercy, I am going on. Nothing else. There is no other qualification. The humility aspect will come out, Prabhuji.
Yes, definitely, Mataji. Then we can discuss Prabhupada one day, for 2 days, not enough to glorify it.
No.
If he was not there, we'd have been watching TV, music, this and that, never knowing about Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, die as a cat and dog, and Ahar Nidra Bhai Maitram. It's same, Samanya Maitra Tasbina.
That's what have been happening, right, for millions of years. Yes.
But in spite of reading, also still that tune is there. Not becoming human being, sometimes becoming animal.
That's practice, na Prabhu. It's not just overnight transformation. It's a lifelong practice. But if we are doing in the right path, right process, the process will help us overcome that.
Work.
Even though there might be small slips here and there, but Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada will pick us up and puts us again in the proper path.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful. Yugal Preethi Mataji. Nice meeting you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's my pleasure meeting all of you and giving me this opportunity to attempt to glorify Sri Krishna and his instructions. Please forgive my mistakes. I don't have any qualifications or abilities. It's just an order of senior Vaishnava. I followed it. Thank you so much.
You are a disciple of which Guru Maharaj?
His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj.
Jai. I love his lectures so much. It touches the heart. And Radha Gopinath Mandir, I like so much. I'm a disciple of Japa Maharaj, but I'm from Mumbai. Now I am Chennai. So Radha Gopinath Mandir is something. It's a spiritual kingdom actually.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanyawada.
Thank you so much, Mataji. There are some comments in the chat box, Mataji. Vishwanath Prabhu and Harita Mataji, they really like the class and wonderful highlights the importance of Guru in lives and need for Guru association. Thank you for sharing your insight. And Harita Mataji is paying obeisances to you, and Mataji is saying that, Mataji, this is very insightful and enlightenment session. Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you so much for a wonderful class, Mataji. We are really grateful to you and we look forward for your association. Does anybody have any question would like to share?
Yeah, on time, Mataji. We can close.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dhanav Pranam. I just want to say that Mataji's live example, where she went, what she saw in Mayapur and everything also, we are witnessing in her eyes and in her speech. That's what I can say. Like Pandita Tattva Darshana, she went through all these beautiful experiences and reciprocations of Krishna, right? How she is explaining. It was so good. And the other point I want to make sure is about the gurus, like pseudo gurus that are there around, and when milk is drank as it is very good and healthy, and it touches that poison, right? So we should not fall into those people, those kind of people following without any objective and without any Guru Parampala system, right? That's what Mataji, you are right there from the Guru Parampala, and we all witness the pleasure of enjoying the devotional service today, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Very wonderful.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji. Mataji.
We can offer Vaishnava Pranams and conclude, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. We look forward for your
Jai. Jai.
Yugal Preethi Mataji ki jai.
Thank you very much. We want to hear from you again.
Nityananda, Gauranga,
Hare Krishna.
Jai Chiradesham.
Thank you, dear devotees, for joining today's class.